Okay, we're on to the cases now. Got the crank done. Laying over there. Alright, so this one here I got to do a heater coil. It's been stripped out. It's a stripped out 3/8, so it's pretty big. Okay, so now I'm looking over the holes over here, making sure there's nothing wrong with these. A quick once over. Threads are all good. Okay, everything looks like it's all right. Okay, so work on that. And put any of this junk away. Leftovers from the flat wheels. All right. So I need to look through our parts pile here. See what we're going to use here for next. Oh, this case stuff. So, ignition. Yeah, ignition. Yeah, we will need those. I'll look at the stuff I'm going to work on next, not all this other junk. Push rods. There's what we're looking for. There, bearings. We need bearings. And we'll be needing lifters too at some point. Here's one of those. We'll need those. That. Some case races, some breather valve, snap ring, bearings. Nut. Don't need that. Okay, this is all our valves and stuff. We're not working the valves. All that crap we don't need. Put that back. We'll be in the gasket set at some point, but not right now. Stuff out of the way. Stuff we don't need, we put back. We don't need valves. Okay. Alright, now we get back to what we're really working on. Over here. Okay. So we're putting a new case race in. Genuine Harley. So that goes right there. Got a new cam bearing going in. Also, I assume. Don't see a box yet for that. Don't have one out yet for some reason. It's weird. Okay, I'll get one of those. So, what else is missing? I'm missing a bunch of case studs. Where they all went off to? Must be in the junk box. Good thing we don't need those right now. And this is going to be our new Timken bearing stuff here. That goes in for our main bearings over there. Okay, so a couple things to do. Got to press in these parts here. Press in case race. So might as well get the pressing job done now. Here's our new bearings. Bearing. Jeez, somebody dropped that. I have to throw it away. Here's a new Timken. Alright, here's our new bearings. These don't press in. These do. These tear apart. And bearing light. And instructions on how to do it. In case you want to know what year it was made, it was after 92, because that's when the instruction sheet is. So if you need some help, there's some instructions on how to do it. Very important. Make sure you know the difference between 93 and later and 92 and earlier. Now the problem with this motor is it's a 92 and earlier. This is a 93 and later race. This might not work. It will work. Because the difference in between 92 and 3 is 92 has an oil race in here, oil groove for letting oil. You got 4 oil holes to let oil in. So it's 360 oiling. The disadvantage of this, you have less holding power in the case. This one here, you only got 1 oil hole. Big difference. So, you can upgrade if you want. Uh-oh, how did that come apart? There we go. Just figure how the instructions work. Keep those for something important. Collector's item. Now this usually has the date when it actually was made. 96. There you go. Vintage parts. Just getting broken in. Okay, so we gotta hone this out. We gotta press this in and hone it. Press these in also. We also gotta get these ones out and we gotta helicoil something. First thing I do is beat on it with a hammer. So we take a punch, a big one. Basically we're going to hit on the race right here on the back side of the race and knock it out. You go back and forth, 180 across or 360, however you want to do it. Just don't go out sideways, go out evenly. I like that one side, does it? Coming out hard. Anyway, see how it's working out? Over here you can see a little better. It's coming out slowly. It's being a pain. Usually they come out a lot easier. Turn it 90 degrees, I got better hitting. Yeah, so I turned 90. Yeah, that's out. It doesn't matter how many times you clean the case, so you got old oil and stuff in there. Stinky oil too. Ah, it's nasty. Get your dirty rag out. Wipe it off. Okay, once you got one side out, you can actually press the other side out if you have the right size tool. So these are the old parts here we're not using. This is the tool for pushing out this piece. Clears the breather. Push out that one. We got to push this one in. And this will push on this and push this one right in. It's just a little bit smaller than what the OD of the race is. Okay, so we got everything we need, hopefully. We gotta knock out the bearing for here too, which I didn't do yet. So I use my metric sockets for do anything they're good for. Beating on the hammer. size. More junk parts. Okay, now everything's out. Now we do some pressing. And there's the new bearing we're going to put in the hole. Boom. And I have a tool for pushing that in too. That'll push it in nice and flush, as long as it clears. Yep, it'll clear. Make sure that hole's clean out also. Okay, now we got everything we need. I'll take this one first. We'll be back for the other one. And overdo our work supply. Alright, filthy rag, bearing races, pressing tools, bearings, we got all kinds of crap here. First thing I do is push out this side here. Alright, that's my camera location. Yeah, it looks like it's good enough to see what I'm doing. Oops. One bearing race. Yeah, that one stinks too. More stinky oil. What a shocker. So wipe out the as much of that stinky smell as you can get rid of. Alright, now these are all aluminum cases, so they don't have a steel insert here. Do not take out that center snap ring. There is absolutely no reason to. They are identical, every one of them. Don't change them. All you do is tear up the case. It's bad enough you're pushing the bearing races in and out. Don't take out the snap ring. They do make a fancy tool for doing it, but it still does damage. So leave the damn thing in there. Okay, first thing I do is push in this right side. Now, being an evil, you can push on a case like this. If it's a stupid twin cam, you can't do it, it breaks the case. Remember that. I know that from experience, in case you're wondering. Now you can support it from the inside if you want, but I don't worry about it, it's not a problem. Go down until it touches, stop. Make sure you put it in the correct direction, very important. Okay, then I push the inner one in against the snap ring. That one you push right against the race because it's in there. Don't push the old one back in. Okay, that one's in. Bang, 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 bang. Alright, so now the Timken bearing races are in there now. Both sides. Simple. Now we got to heat coil that next. Okay, let me get the other case. Got more pressing to do. Okay. Now, in early cases, there's set screws you got to take out. This one here, there's no set screws. You just push it out. Now, once again, you can put something on here to support this, or just press it out. Being Evo, we can press on it. That goes for shovel heads and iron head motors too, and flathead motors and knucklehead motors. As long as it's not a stupid ass twin cam or late Evo motor, you're fine. Okay, this is cut out to go inside here. So it fits right in there nice and snug right up there. It's cut out to match with the case shape. Just like that. And you can push on it. I think we're going to be high enough. Yep. Flip it around. Oh, that's a lot of pressure. Alright, when you get that much pressure, now you got to support it. Usually they come out. So now I got to put something in here. This one's in there pretty tight. That don't fit. The normal pressing tubes don't fit, so I'd use this little thin one here. It goes around. My other ones, they hit on the taper right here, which doesn't work. Alright, so now I gotta use a stupid ass tube. And I'm gonna have to shim it up probably harder than I am. Oh yeah, definitely. So I need something else. Oh, it's getting heavy. Ooh, getting heavy. It adds up after a while. Alright. Spacer block. Alright, that goes in there. Goes in there. That goes in there. Slide the whole mess in. Alright, now you put more pressure on it. Oh, that's got some serious pressure on it. Jeez. That was tight. Yeah, that would, that's a case splitter. That has some serious tension on it. Okay, looks like I sheared off a little bit of material there going down. Yep, that was in there. Okay. Just barely hit the rub of the case right there. Got a little burr I got to knock off. So we're going to knock that out of there. Pressing block was pushing on it a little bit, I guess. That's how much pressure was under. It wasn't going to move over at all. Alright. So I'm going to knock this off of the file right here. Just basically just lighten the case up a little bit. Could go back and use a die grinder, but it'd be too easy. All right. All right, all cleaned up. Here's a whistle. Won't be a problem now. All right, now we don't need that stuff. Now we're going to push on the strong part of the case. Dirty rag at. Wipe the stinky oil off that's on this side. Not as bad as the other side. The Timken had a lot more stinky oil in it than this side. Okay, now take this and press this down. Probably got some pretty good press on this and put a little press fit lube on it. This is some Sudden press fit lubricant. It's for tight applications. It's a very high sulfur content grease, basically. Nice and stinky. A little bit on the edge there. Strong. That should stop most all your galling. Goes in tight. Okay, you want to make sure you line up this oil gallery with the oil gallery over here. Very important. It's lined up. Okay. Now just push it straight down until it's all the way in. So see how it lines up here. Little gallery lines up with a hole right there a little bit. Anywhere in that flat spot a little bit, but I try to aim pretty close. And this here is almost straight up and down, but not quite. It's more important to line that hole up than the other part. So let's go ahead and just give this a little pull. Stop, let it recenter. So there's how many tons of pressure we got. Now I just stopped dead right there when I hit the second groove. Alright, take more pressure now. Not sure why it stopped dead there. Recenter. There it goes. Now significantly tighter in that second groove. It went in all the way. I'm guessing that thing was an extra thou tighter on when I hit that second groove, because it got tight, real fast. Came to a hard stop, so we just have to push it on through. Alright, so there's what it looks like on this side. You can see all the press fit lube went through, but no galled up metal. If you have a little sliver sticking through, that means it galled all the way in. Not a good sign. Okay, so that's good. Okay, now we gotta put the bearing in, the cam bearing in there. That comes in from the other side. Spread these apart a little bit. Okay, now this has a radius side and a flat side. The flat side is the side you push on. The radius side you don't push on because you can fracture it. It's made to be pushed on this side. Now right now those rollers are at an angle right now, and they're kind of stuck in there. Which means they don't want to move. There we go. Free them up, get them rotating. Got them in line. You want to be going straight vertical up and down. If they're at an angle and you push them in, it locks them up solid. If they're locked up solid, they don't move. Your cam will not live very long if that happens. So whenever that happens, you have to come back and change it. Push it back out, realign and push it back in. That's how you fix it. Okay, let that center up. Push it down until it's flush. Case isn't flat or something. I'm not sure what the deal is there. Alright. Okay, after it's in all the way, then you make sure the rollers rotate. Right now the rollers look like they're vertical. Get where you can see it. See, it looks like they're vertical. Now they should be able to stick your finger in there and rotate them. Get to the edge case you can anyway. There you go. See how they rotate? That's good. That means they're free. That's what you want to see. Okay, so while I'm looking at this view, I'm double checking all the holes, make sure there's no stripped threads. Boom, boom, boom. This is the one I fixed and welded all up. So you hardly even notice it. It's a lot thicker than stock now. Alright, that'll look good. Alright, so this part here is done. So now this one has to be honed to size. So that means we're going to have to measure up our pinion shaft over here, measure up the rollers, and then fit this to that size. So we'll do that later. Okay, this one here, I got to do the helicoil on this. So I'm going to get set to do that, and we'll be back.